Hello, welcome back to the Spider's Web, and in this video we're going to be making the MDF kits that are found in the Strontium Dog game. So here we are, we have them in front of us. What we have, not that one, we have different kits, different models. We have a little hut, we have four oh god, what are they called? Solar panels. We have a tower and we have a wind generator. So that's what we're making today. I'm going to go through all of them and make them. I've got an old CD acting as a pallet for the glue. I have tape instead of a rubber band to clamp it up because I can't find any rubber bands, and I have glue, wood glue. This is for wood, it's not for her, and you see Gorilla Glue, it's not for her, it's for wood. Right, so that's what we need. Oh, I've also got that, it's damp and it's for wiping. I'll show you what it's for in a bit. And we have the 3 pieces of MDF and 1 piece of card that we're going to use to make the mini. I'll make the models. Okay, so we'll put the card to one side, we'll put the instructions to one side, and we'll start off with the MDF sheets. So I'll put that one and that one to one side, and with the damp cloth we're going to give these just a wipe over. There's a lot of with it being laser cut MDF, there won't be residue of burns and scorch marks, like soot and whatnot. As you can see, oops, that has just come off. All that has just come off this piece of MDF. So I always recommend, when this is actually a bit damper than I was expecting, but I always recommend when you're doing MDF kits to give them a wipe beforehand with a damp cloth. It doesn't have to be so, I mean, look at the state of my cutting board now. I need some paper towel. I thought I had some on the floor. I do. I thought I'd cut some off. So I'll wipe that down. And that was a clean piece of paper towel. And that's come off this piece of MDF. So we'll go through and wipe down each sheet. Just to get rid of any of the scorch marks and any residue that is left on them, because we're going to be painting these, and the last thing we want is all this residue to come through when you're painting it. Now I suppose you could always do this when it's being put together, but when it's like this it's so much easier, so much easier. Just a little bit of a wipe down, and again wipe this side down once more, pop it over there and wipe the cutting mat down. It's surprising how much gunk comes off this when you're not expecting it. Not when you don't realise it should be there. Oh, shouldn't be there. So I've got to make sure everywhere's wiped down. It doesn't take long to dry, it's only water. You don't need to go too heavily with it, just give it a rub, and that won't be it. So you can see the state that is now of how much has come off there. I'll put that over there, and again give the mat a wipe down. Also give this a wipe down, and this side a wipe down. And then I'll give this a wipe down. It's near enough dry. It's just a few bits of pooling here and there. These are really easy to come out as well, I've noticed. Be very careful around here if, like mine, some of these supports have come out. These bend quite easily, and the last thing you want to do is damage them. There we are. And that is on your MDF. So if you don't wipe it down, you're painting over that, and that's going to come through your paint. So just, as I say, take a little time and just wipe them down. You don't need to do it on this board because it's cardboard and it's just going to split the paper, make it soggy. So there's no point in doing that. So what I'm going to do now is change my glasses. I can't see a thing on the cameras now, but I can see this fairly clear. So what we're going to do is make a start on making this up. So I'm just get a sharp knife. You can use any kind of knife you want for these, but I'm using this particular knife because it's one I've got to hand, and it's got quite a rigid blade as well, so I'm not going to slip or bend the cuts in any way. Alright, that's come out. Now, yes, I need to take that centerpiece out. I need to take those little pieces out. And I need to take the middles here out as well. There we are, so I can just do that. And then it's a case of just give a little score across these areas. Don't go all the way through. It's just to give it some way to bend, so it bends more naturally and doesn't rip. There we go. So that's that bit done, and this piece here fits over under that piece there. So let's do what we brought this in for. The glue's dry because I've not used it for a while. There we are. So just add a little bit of this wood glue. Get a small brush and we'll just paint it on. You don't need a great deal, it's just wood glue. It will glue this quite well. I'm using proper good quality wood glue because it dries very quickly and dries with a really good bond as well. There we are. I'm going to pop that up there like so, and that gives a little extra help to the edge where that will attach to. So we'll go over the edges here. And the same here as well. There we are. That's that bit done. And this side, there isn't any support to it. So we'll just, I don't know which way this will actually fit on, whether it goes inside, fits inside or goes over the solid surface mounted. We will soon find out when I come to put them together. And that is a little box shape. What I didn't realise was I needed to put things from the MDF kits, so I will have a look for those in a moment. Just give it a couple of seconds to tie together. And what do I need? Okay, so I need, oops, my brush has just gone into the edge of the glue, so I'll just give it a wipe with the damp cloth. Take it against there. So I've seen the bits I need, and it's this bit. Okay, so I'll have that piece facing me, so this is the long bit that goes under there like so. I'll get a little bit of glue and proceedings and put that there. And then I need the other piece, which is a slightly smaller piece. And we'll push that out. And this is also slightly smaller. So we'll be able to fit through like so. And again, using a little bit of wood glue, you can pull that and it will stick, and that side will stick. There we are. So we have those two pieces done. Like so. Next piece we need is it that piece? I don't believe it is. Yes, it is. Sorry, yes. I was looking at the wrong fixtures. So I'll just go through with the knife on the edges and once we've separated the little tabs, we have Right. Now, for some strange reason, it's not what's the word I'm looking for? It's not super accurate. But we will do our best to make it stick. There we go. And just go over and try and push as much glue down these edges as we can to make the edges stick nicely. And there we go. And down here as well. Again, I'm not putting too much glue on these edges. I'm just trying to make them just go together as like a sealed unit. Oh yeah. And I'll just go over this edge. And that should be that. There we go. And we also need the legs for this, which are on this sheet of MDF as well. We have it for two sides. One, two, and these just sit in here like so. We'll put the other one there. Again, I don't particularly want to use the tape on these parts, with them being like a cardboard, because I don't want to accidentally run the risk of ripping the surface. But it won't take long before it dries properly. Just a case of squeezing them on, and that's one part of it done. We now have these weirdy things to do. So, what do we have? Okay, so we start off going here from left to right, or the way you're looking at it, right to left, and we have these that we'll just take out one piece at a time. Just push it out and pull it off, and this sits on the short side. So we'll do that, and then we have this piece. And on this piece I'm going to just add a touch of glue to the previous piece of MDF. So not the previous bit not only attaches to the washer, attaches to the, shall we say, for want of a better word, axle, but it will also glue onto this as well. There we go. Next piece we have this, and we have to make sure that this is pointing basically at the ground. And again, for some strange reason, well, not again for some strange reason, but for some strange reason, you've got patterned, I don't know whether you can see that, you've got patterned edge around this, but that's all going to be covered up by this one. So I'm not quite sure. Next we have this piece, which is the same as the piece prior. Well, the one before this bit with the little leg type thing. Now we'll just go around with the glue and then pop this over the top like so. There we are. Now we have the really weird shaped ones, which are these, which have the long edge to it. So I'll move that over there and I'll get out my knife and then we can cut down and trim any whatchamacallit. I think that's it. You can trim any tabs. Oops. Try not to push any other piece out. And these go straight upwards. There we are. Oh. But a little bit more. To the vertical line of it. And then we have one more of those to do. And here as well. And again, this gets covered up with glue, and I'm going to go on the way up here. I don't know whether these are supposed to be glued up, but it is being. There we are. And finally we get just one of these little like washer type and that goes right on the edge, and we'll cover the axle and a fascia with it as we try not to drop it on the floor, because I'm very good at that when I'm making models. There we are. That's one side to the generator. Next side is the really weird side. Which side are we going from? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this time we're going that way. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we are going that way. Okay, so looking at these once again, it's glue. And here. that bit done. Next, and just add more glue. I'll add it to the axle and the surface of this disc. It's quite easy. To do all these, it's just trying to position everything and trying to find the right pieces, because they're all numbered on the instructions, but none of them are numbered on the board itself. So trying to match number with piece, especially when you've got a few different pieces that are very similar, it can get a little confusing. But if you leave them on the board like I've done and not take them all off, you know exactly where they are. Just take one piece off at a time when you need them. So yeah, we'll just take this bit off now. There we go. And when this glue dries, as I say, it's wood glue. It's, you know, really decent glue, and it will dry, and it will dry strong. So we've just lost, no, not lost, but one of the, or the piece that we're using has just flirted out of the board and shot across the table. I know exactly where it is. It's in front of me. It's just here. But that can happen every now and again. Just be mindful of that. There we are. And there's the next piece. And when you're finished, if you want to, you can go over and give it a sand down using a bit of sandpaper or emery board, something like that. I don't tend to do that because it's decent enough. These boards are decent enough quality as it is, so right, so I know which way I'm going. I just have to double check them, because this is a specific shape and you have to make sure that you've got the shape in the right position, which I have. So just check with the diagram. And you'll find that this piece here goes to the, as you look at it, the left hand side, or towards me, and that sticks out. Next piece is another one with a leg, so you have to make sure you put that. When I say a leg, it's one of these pieces here that supports it onto on the floor, allows it to stand on the floor straight. So that's why I'm calling it a leg. There we are. Now that piece may need a bit of a sand. Next, I've lost myself then for a second. I was wondering what I was doing. I was looking at the wrong diagram. Okay, and this is another one of those pieces. Got 3 pieces in a row where you have to watch how you put them down. But again, it's easy enough. Just when you're holding it, you make sure you hold it in the same position as it's held, as it's shown on the instructions, and then you can't help but get it in the correct place. There we are. So now it's one more MDF piece. And again, this is one which has a leg. Just make sure they're all positioned in the correct way. This piece is just a circle, so it goes on like so, and then we have another piece that's from the card which can just get pushed out, and the middle can get pushed out as well, and we can attach that now. And then the last piece is like the first piece, which is a very thin or very small diameter washer type of piece. There we are. And I have some glue on the spindle as it is, so I'll just leave it there like that, and that's that bit done. That hasn't stuck together like I was hoping it would have. It's come apart, so I'll try and stick it to keep it together like that. So we've followed everything now from this sheet of instructions. We can now turn it over to get the next set of instructions. So we need oh, how is it looking? Actually, not got everything. 40, 41, 42. We have another couple of bits to do first of all before we get on to the next piece. Okay, so it's that piece there, that piece there, and this piece here. I've realised that everything seems to be grouped together, so if you're struggling to find out which piece is which, then don't worry, they're all placed together, so it's easy, they're all easy to find. So find one piece from the area that you want to find, and then you'll find the rest of them fairly near. I'm going to just go over the entire top of this. And we'll be quite quick at putting this together. So first off we want, and it's not that bit I wanted to do, oh god, never mind, hang on. It's the bit here that I'm doing. So let's get this bit done first, and then I can move over to the bit I've just glued. So we want one of the cardboard pieces, the MDF piece, and the final cardboard piece. There we are. That's that, and now we can go with this one. Look at the wrong bits than I need. Okay, so I want this to come out. I will just reinforce the glue aspect here. Hopefully I want the glue to go off a little bit, will make it quicker to stick. So I'll pop that down there. The next bit, we want this cross piece. There we go. Come on. Get out. Get out, get out, get out. And pop that on top there. And then we want this piece. Which will fit over the top. And then we have this piece that fits on literally on the top of it. Oops. Just like so. Make sure you get it central. There we are. That's that bit. And now we have oh, one more piece that I need to cut out is this small circular piece there, which I can do that, and there's a round area on the top of the cardboard part which we can cover with the glue and then attach that. There you go. And then we move back to the cardboard and we have these areas that need to come out. There we are. And I'm just going to dip them in, and these fit on the top. Oops, one of what is hers. There we are. So just smush it in straight off the pallet onto the boards, and that way it's easy to apply. There we go. And we have one more piece before the end of this particular video, because I'm not doing all of these in one video. It's going to be a very long video if I do that. And I want to show you step by step rather than gloss over it, because you know, it might be easier to watch what somebody else is doing rather than trying to work it out yourself. There we are. And that will rotate. But the last piece we need to do is here and here. We need to punch that piece out, that piece out, that piece out, that, and that. So, there we are. That's been a little stubborn. Get off, get off. And just a little bit more glue is needed. Good Lord. Come on. Tell you what, I'll open it. Oh, way too much there, but we're going straight into the next video, so it'll be right okay. So we've got little pegs here that fit into the holes on the cardboard. We have this area which fits into another hole, and that area that fits once again into the final hole. And now place it in to make sure that everywhere fits how it should. And that's the hard part. Come on, fit. That's that. There we are. And that is the wind generator completed. I will take a photograph of it later on to put at the end of this video. Oh, there we are. Next step is to paint everything, which will be simple enough. But that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Until next time, as always, take care, God bless, and bye for now.